현실 상상해봤자 더 완벽한 새빨간 문에 난 들었어 서서히 다시 무시해 다시 Keep it low-key 어찌하지 말야 주던지 못해 Oh yeah Keep it low-key 모든 게 다 fake 나는 너의 blue tip Oh yeah
Okay, okay, gotta keep it low-key 어질러진 밤 전 여친의 소식 술에 젖은 밤 회색 도시의 먼지 바보 상자인 정치 틀어놓고 목만 때리고 있으려니까 가만히 있기는 지겨워 TV 볼륨 음소거 물 한 모금 먹으며 네 전화번호를 눌러 설명해 그 새끼 대서 글쎄 난 포켓이네 있어 넌 내가 구차됐어 나 원래 구차이겠어
Keep it low-key 어찌하지 말야 주던지 못해 Oh yeah Keep it low-key 모든 게 다 fake 나는 너의 blue tip Oh yeah Keep it low-key 어찌하지 말야 주던지 못해 Oh yeah Keep it low-key 모든 게 다 fake 나는 너의 blue tip Oh yeah 하지 말야 주던지 못해 Oh yeah Keep it low-key 모든 게 다 fake 나는 너의 blue tip Oh yeah
Okay, I think it's on. Hi, hello everyone. I hope you all had a good day. We're back with more Somnium files. You know, more shenanigans. Was this my last save? I'm assuming so. Yeah, because it has the most hours. Hi, Chef. How are you? I hope you had a good day. Oh, Chef. It really does need one. Oh my god. I opened my bank account, and like I haven't checked it in a good like 3 weeks or so. So like I knew some shit was about to be like fucked up. I opened that shit, bro. $40. That's it. And I was like, oh, okay, sure, yeah.
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
I don't like you like that, Oda, so we're gonna talk to the receptionist.
Date, look! A little stink bug!
Oh, it was so cute!
Yay! A stink bug!
Hello, receptionist. Where's Iris?
Iris? You mean Ace?
Yes, chef. Thank God I'm not in the red.
She's recording a podcast in the underground studio. If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you?
Oh my God.
I kinda like that.
Her voice.
And I kind of like you.
Oh.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me.
Oh Lord.
I'm a reptilian.
What?
Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien.
Excuse me?
They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna be a problem.
Aw, too bad.
What? Are we not gonna address this?
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But
Oh,
despite my
thank
looks,
you.
I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
Who's her surgeon? 36.
You're kidding.
Who is the surgeon? I need to know. Huge breasts. Breasts. There are huge breasts sitting behind the desk. Ah, good old Date. How you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
You tiny, tiny man.
I don't know your normal routine.
Honestly, I'd believe it, chef.
I went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life.
About Mizuki.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Excuse?
Questioning? That sounds dirty.
To who? Who?
If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
I don't want to know. I truly don't.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
Oh wow.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
I don't know. Bad genetics, chef.
Okay.
No, wait. I know. It's because he has his little accordion joints. Remember, he keeps his joints folded.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him.
I bet you I know who it was. It was Pewter, because... You know what? I'm gonna close my mouth.
A man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no?
A woman.
My joints stay folded in these streets.
Okay, look. I
A
can tell you're
woman.
trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
I ain't say nothing, Officer. Join stay folded.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
I was thinking he was trying to get Pewter to give him that last good suck before he got fucking hung by his mouth, but...
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, yeah, because she's the one that usually gets murdered.
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
A savior?
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. And it was the lowest point of my life.
What do you write? Like
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
what do you do? Other than spend your mom's money?
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know?
What?
If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have.
And you got that from Iris singing off key and doing a 1-2 step. Okay.
After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down.
Iris can't sing, she knows 2 dance moves, literally.
So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible. But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But
Do it for Iris.
Hi, Era, how are you? I hope you had a good day.
around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
What did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Oh. Hey.
Date.
What number are we on? This is like her 4th resurrection, right?
Iris,
3,
there's
4?
something I need to ask you. Come with me.
I mean, she got a leg up on Jesus at this point. Police headquarters, Sunday, 8:23 p.m. Oh, look, it's Boss. Bossu. Do you think her thighs get cold? Like just sitting on a metal chair like that?
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly.
Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm just looking for the truth. And I would appreciate your cooperation.
Honestly, Chef, I believe it. Plus, the cat ears on her headphones, I mean, symbolism. Is Oda's story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes?
Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before. Especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized.
Right, like she was thinking about this shit before.
Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
You have an alibi.
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Aiba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
But with that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home.
That sounds sus.
She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
She was out getting some dick.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris' mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
Getting some dick. Like, that's what she do. When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do?
Man, after this whole Nai situation, I can't trust her.
I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say? Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday.
She said, fuck murder, I got a podcast to do. And I mean, listen. Usually when people are gone for long periods of time, they doing something.
But how do I put this?
She's a single mother. She gotta get it in while she can.
It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl.
And
Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
a Glock ain't stop nobody.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
Oh yeah, that was the cause of death.
No, it's still possible. You see,
Oh shit, fuck. Sedation, he was sedated.
a heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Yup.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
Oh shit, I don't know about this one, Chief. How could Renju's body be lifted up to the ceiling? Renju's murder, discovery, Renju's weight, sedation, elevated record, Renju's watch, oil drum?
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket. The type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds.
The barrels, that's what I was thinking.
I don't think so, Date.
Oh, okay, Aiba.
This is irrelevant to the question of how to lift Renju's body.
Oh, fuck me then, okay?
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope.
Elevator record, let me see.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor only once, at 8:55 p.m.
But his time of death was like 8
The
o'clock,
total
wasn't
weight
it?
detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
Maybe elevator? Oh, nope, okay. What about his weight? What the fuck?
Renju's corpse was discovered
Oh my
at
god,
the
that's
maid
so
cafe,
disturbing to look at.
Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw.
Oh,
The other end
okay.
was attached to beer kegs found on the floor. The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
Yeah, I think it's this one then.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
Sure, it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible.
Quick maths.
But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Escalators, 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 escalators. Oh. This? Maybe. Fuck you mean maybe. Oh shit, it's two of them.
I know this watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside an oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. That means...
And that means what? Okay, I guess.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying
Oh.
Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed.
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
And?
Doesn't mean you can't drive.
Exactly.
Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
What?
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
Oh god. I think it's Renju's weight. Elevator record. Oil drum? Ooh.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310...
This doesn't look good.
Ooh.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs.
Oh, that's true too.
To throw us off the trail. However...
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
What? Hey, boss.
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod.
Okay.
I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's
Iris.
fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
Oh?
That's what it looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
How the fuck we do that?
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
Iba, it's your time to shine. It's me. Is it me? Who is this handsome male model? Oh, just me. I can see myself. Iris in the mirror. Oh shit, what's she doing? What's she doing? Is that a phone?
Ah, shit.
Aha! Who's that? Oh, that's Oda.
Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing?
Look
Hey,
at you.
answer me, Iris.
All fraudulent.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Oh, already? We just got here.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. The medication is working perfectly.
Oh, look, it's Pewter. I still got beef with him.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
Please, no more Shovel Forge.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
Iris is a trick-ass bitch, Arrow.
then let's begin.
Oh, Lord, not another branch. Help. Hello, person Iba.
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
You know what this place look? It looks like the place where we synced with Iris and the other, and like the Iris route ending.
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris,
Yeah.
what are you hiding?
Yeah, is this not the same place? Where Iris died in our arms.
Somnium scan, activate!
Mental lock number 1. Mental lock number 2. Mental lock number 3. Mental lock number 4. Sinking in the vein. Discover Iris's secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. Oh god, it is a branching path. Well, A, look at the blood. B, watch the murder. Where's the blood? I would probably do what you suggest, Chef, because you know what you're talking about. I'm assuming to go right, I have to look at the blood or something. I don't know. But where is the blood? Is this the blood? Oh, that's a door. Blood. Fuck it, I don't know where it is.
A CRT TV.
Oh, Lord. Spin the dial. Oh, my. Oh, my God.
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
Oh?
What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Yeah, we did it. This is kind of B. Strangle it. Okay, we have a mirror.
A full body mirror.
Oh my god. Punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
Well, I don't know about that one, Date.
You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. To get rid of the negative timey. Where the fuck is this bitch? Is she? Oh, there she go.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Joker. Oh my god, Isla, please. This is very macabre, Arrow. Did I do it?
My consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Okay. We have a medicine bottle. Beat it to death. Hey, but the thing is still in there.
An operating.
Perform surgery on who?
4 minutes.
A full. A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Do not chug. I kind of want to make her chug it though. Might as well.
Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
Torso plus head equals drunk. Thank you for the info, Arrow.
Is it alcohol?
Well, unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
Labor union?
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
Oh man.
It's an operating table.
Perform surgery?
Who do you intend I operate on?
Can you just pretend to do it?
Pretend to do it? Nothing's happening. How disappointing.
Damn. I thought it might trigger a memory to recreate itself or something.
Perhaps you should abandon that line of thinking.
Well,
3
okay.
minutes, Date.
Please be quiet, boss.
A full body.
Oh man.
A full.
Oh, I'm definitely not winning.
A torso in the reflection.
A torso? Not you?
Is there any meaning to this?
Can't say. But what is going on?
Well, okay.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
It's an operating.
Sleep?
How does it feel?
Awful. Am I going to be killed? Modified? I'm restless. I can't take the suspense.
Do you think they'll modify you into a grasshopper or a spider?
That's not what I'm talking about.
There's a TV right here, but I can't. Oh wow. Oh wow.
An old television.
That makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
What
The
was?
oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, that made a lot more sense.
You have 1 minute left.
A torso similar to a...
Do we choke it or do we punch it? Choke? I don't know.
You have bad taste.
Just do it, please.
Nope.
I see. This isn't doing anything for them.
Do you wish to continue?
No, we're done with the joking.
A torso.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I know.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
Want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
I am gonna probably have to restart this one. That's okay.
Time's up.
An old-fashioned...
Please. Help me. Help me.
Oh my god.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
And we're out of time.
Date, we're out of time.
Damn! What the hell is this place?
Iris's brain is wild. Sometimes it's a video game that's a knockoff of Minecraft. Sometimes it's a pretty little shrine. Sometimes she's lying to you. I'll probably just restart. Come on, game. Spin the dial. Then I have to go and choke you out. have to go to the TV again.
An old...
Turn the dial. Punch it. TV again.
3 minutes, Dante.
No, I didn't mean to hit it. Oh my god.
Iris has still more memories like this?
Memories can get pretty mixed up in dreams. You can invent bizarre things. But this isn't ambiguous at all. It's too vivid.
I did not mean to do that. Okay, we saw this one already.
Right.
Where's that locker? Somewhere over here.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Jump.
Weekly Shonen?
Don't say it.
Sure.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is
Nobody's blaming you.
Fuck, okay.
just a locker.
Open. Oh my god.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
The Shenanigans, I swear. This is a very slow ball. Ting. I don't know what's about to happen. What? What? Huh? What is going on? Come on. What? I'm so confused.
that is...
Who is that? Is that? Was I fucking right? Was I fucking right? Cause that looks like Date. That looks like fucking Date. Was I right all along? Date's the original fucking Cyclops killer? Is my mind that powerful? Day 3, Sunday. Gumai? I don't know.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Jesus said, be humble, sit down. It was you. It was you, nigga.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four? The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Sure.
Really?
Really. Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
He was you.
Saw your face.
Uh-huh.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Yes, because you're... Listen. Here's the theory so far, okay? 6 years ago, Date had like a psychotic break, okay? So he had like a split personality that made him the Cyclops killer. Now, Boss found out about it because she fucks with him like that, okay? Like they're friends, you know? And she was working with him and she was like, listen, I don't want you to do wrong, so we're gonna put Iba in your eye, and when we put Iba in your eye, she's going to, without your knowledge, slowly release medication into you to tone down your crazy. Because as we have seen before, Date has like a very weird, I think I've said this before, but like like the way he fetishizes women in his mind is like very weird. Like the mermaid, shall I say, the mermaid from Sunfish Pocket, like he liked her bones, specifically her bones. Okay, and then like he has like all these like fucking anger issues too, like the way he just be getting mad for no reason. He's like, oh, I'm gonna throw a chair at him, da 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 da. Okay, so I think, you know, he's slowly having a resistance towards the medication, and I think something's gonna happen. I know that that nigga is a Cyclops killer.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Hey, Pewter.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Nigga, you know, Chef. Don't try to play, oh, who knows? You know I'm right.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Maybe Buddha is a Cyclops killer.
Why
I
is
mean,
that?
I don't know what he was doing 6 years ago. Do you?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just... Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified.
Hi, Red Ranger. How are you? I hope you had a good day. And if you are the fucking Cyclops killer, you're under arrest, sir.
That was the last we heard anything about it.
Put the eyes in the bag. Put them in!
Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing. But in reality, it was dropped completely. The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia. And why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Mighty Morphin Cyclops killers.
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C.
Peter, you're the only man who can make dreams sound boring.
This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Are all memories real?
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Every time Peter speaks, I feel like I'm in a fucking psych lecture. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boston Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grows deeper. Peter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sync room.
Hey Iris, about that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
And what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
Oh yeah, she repressed that shit.
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Ooh, a plot hole, you say?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
I mean, it's to be expected. They can't be perfect at everything. I mean, look at Danganronpa.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Oh?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
How you know about Marble? You 18.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
You heard him, Chef. Show him your hole.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. Oh, he wants to see your plot hole, Chef, not your whole hole. I need an adult. Marble, Sunday, 9:51 p.m. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Oda sitting on the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Where's Mama? I feel uncomfortable. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle. I was nihiling with Tessa earlier.
Nihiling, I hate that.
She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
We were just asking her questions. Chill. Oh.
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris.
No, it sounds. Oh my god, I can't speak English. Nihiling sounds like some kind of creepy sex thing. I mean, it probably is.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Forgot it was called two-witter.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you...
What?
Who's who?
At the door, someone's standing outside.
Chefy, you're a chef. Make yourself something to eat. Oh my god. Oda? Day 4, Monday, Jukai. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Oda is getting CLAPPED'd. Date, if you do not pull out the Glock on this man. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
I swear to God, they stole the car, bro. We fighting. We are fighting. My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Aiba, are you alive? Yo, I'm about to kill this little nigga, bro. Like, on God. On God. This little 2-foot Pokemon trainer looking head ass piece of trash ass writing shit, bro. Hands on sight. Next time I see that little nigga, bro, it is on motherfucking sight. On period. I shot up, rubbing my neck when I looked over the counter. I saw a monster standing back at me. It took me a few seconds to realize it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
Yo, it is straight hands. It is straight hands next time I see Oda, bro. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Who the fuck does Oda think he... I'm actually mad. First it was Pewter. Now it's Oda? Motherfucking Oda? Motherfucking Oda? You know, after the whole, like... On the other pathway, Oda was kind of cool in the end. Like, you know, I was fucking with Oda a little bit in the end. You know, with him talking about, oh, I got them fucking folded joints. And I was like, okay, he kind of funny. I fucks with it. Okay, but now he's doing this bullshit? Oda? Oh, no. He fucking crossed the line. He crossed the motherfucking line. It's over. It's dead. For real, like, Oda, out of everyone, I could at least respect Pewter. I could respect Pewter, you know? But Oda, that's unforgivable.
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Hey, Oda trying to clap Iris's cheeks.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course. I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Man, I'm about to beat this little ass. I'm so heated. I'm so heated.
Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
He wants Iris to step on his face.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Again. Again. A fucking again.
Iris.
You gotta be kidding me, dog. Like, every time.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Every motherfucking time. Every time this bitch about to die. Oh, it's in the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Change it up a little bit at least. The location, like, come on.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
How many times she gotta die in the same place? I mean, very true. At least she's changing up the variety. I think Mama ran out of marble. He would be mad, Chef.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
We don't got like a fucking flying mode or something?
Please let me make it in time.
It's the future.
That sick bastard.
Oh my god, it's a fucking polar bear.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
No, you won't.
Ota!
Stay from Tessa!
I feel like he set this shit up. I don't believe him. This is a setup. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat in my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Oh, rip Oda, that nigga dead.
No, it can't be. No.
I mean...
Stop!
I'd rather it be Oda. Oh, maybe the both of them? Oh my god. Is this actually... Oh my god! I am disgusted. Is this another ending? Well.
No!
Bisected, oh my god. Harbor Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. I thought he was about to drive into the bitch. What? Huh? That's so disgusting. Oh my god. Oda. Hey, it's not Iris for once. I can fuck with it.
Oda.
Fuck Oda. He tased us. Fuck that little nigga, bro. Like... Police headquarters, 10:02 a.m. Are they interrogating us?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
What's going on? Mysteries indeed, Red Ranger.
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble. And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
That we did it?
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
That is probably the most complicated murder-suicide I have ever seen, if it's true.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife. Killed her, then killed himself.
Oh wait, they're both dead? Ooh. I didn't even notice.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris.
I did not notice.
And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Oh God.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Shoko was married to Renju.
Oh my God, Chef. His joints folded permanently.
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person.
Except they're not on the screen at the same time.
That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself?
Right, like that feels like a really convoluted way to kill yourself.
I don't buy it.
Hello? There we go.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Oh my God, it was his mom. It was his fucking mom. I give you money. I give you money that it was his mom.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told boss what Iba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself.
Are you Zom?
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Boss, something don't feel right with you right now.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Oh my God.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Hi Buddha, how are you? I hope you had a good day.
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Sure.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I don't know.
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Interesting.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Well, I don't know. Do I look like a detective, ma'am?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Chef is correct, Buddha.
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
I need some water. Makura, Oda's mother, Mayumi. Renju and Shoko's daughter, Mizuki. Iris' mother, Hitomi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Polar bears hate it when you cut them in half.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Hitomi? But she only got one arm working.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Momo Kumakura then.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Congressman Sosajima, it always comes full circle to somebody, I swear to God.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them.
To see Iris's bones. Her bones. Show me your bones.
No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get justice for the victims.
What'd she say?
To get justice for the victims.
No.
Do whatever it takes to get the culprit.
There we go.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Maybe we wanted to take it up a notch and touch the bones. That's a freak. Yes, yes, he is. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a water bottle. So, it'll be like 2 seconds, I swear. I have returned. Okay, so Cold Storage Warehouse, Matsushita Diner, Date Residence, Sagan Residence, Marble. Let's go to the scene of the crime. Any clues?
No, nothing so far. I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
He's all serious now. Oh, Kagami. Box. Shelf.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Fuck nice at laws.
A video
Big
camera
ass.
and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. This
Forklift A.
forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Evidence marker.
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I assume it would be being cut open, but...
I cannot determine that.
How? This man was literally sawed in half.
I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Iris and Oda's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Right here, Iris and Oda were. Ice cutting machine. Iris and Oda were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Oda.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Could you imagine getting jumped by someone and they say, take that nigga's left eye?
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Honestly, Chef, they really do, like...
Yeah, you're right.
I get it. They were cut open. Please let me forget it.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
I'ma head out. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Oh lord.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
It was me, I bet.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice.
You just mad because they killed your man.
So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Does Peter not have eyebrows?
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
It's you, nigga.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
Excuse me?
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Oh, wow.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
I have so many questions. Who is this murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust.
When you clapped so hard, the eyebrows flew into orbit.
It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute.
A substitute?
His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means.
Such as?
Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
I'm guessing it's murder?
What was it?
Murder.
Yep.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life.
Oh my god.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
About Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
Disgusting.
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes.
What?
Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
Oh my god.
Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women.
What is wrong with the people in this game, I swear to God?
He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Everyone took a sip of Are You Fucking Serious? If there are worse people in the world, I'm just gonna pretend like there aren't for my own well-being.
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You know what's bad when the nigga busts into eye? Oh my god.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Is it who I think it is?
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
Number 89.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Oh my fucking god. So you're telling me the same nigga who was clapping Hitomi's cheeks back in the day while also fathering Iris is the motherfucking... I almost said Zodiac killer. Original Cyclops killer? What? What is going on? Wait, but then obviously it's a lie that he couldn't feel any form of whatchamacallit. He couldn't feel any form of pleasure because obviously he was feeling something when he was clapping at Tommy's cheeks, and also it looked like when we went like back in time to like, not back in time, but like when we saw flashbacks of him and a young Iris together, he looked happy. You know?
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
That's fucking wild. Do you have anything new in the file? Persons. Inspector Kagami! Dislikes people who don't remember his name. Cilantro Ginkgo. Oh my god, look at Iris. I mean, Iris, Iba. My bad. Peter concept art. Oh, was that it? Boo. Well. Let's go to Date's house. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. Yo, honestly, I feel really bad for Mizuki right now. Everyone that she loves or cares about is fucking dead. This poor baby.
Mizuki must know. About Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No, you're not, baby. You're not good, and it's okay. You can't be good all the time. She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
The amount of therapy this child is going to need.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Aww. That made me feel sad. I need a drink. Let's go to Marble. She needs Jesus for a counselor. Honestly, you're not wrong.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Give me your guidance, Mama.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Yeah, that's with the, what do you call it? Like the fake investments.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3?
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Oda? Oh, there goes that water bottle.
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Yo! How?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Sosajima in the Kobasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kobasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up? Or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki?
No.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly.
So you're gonna build a casino on top of it?
But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
Not too much longer since I have work tomorrow morning.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kawasaki district at any cost.
Maybe like another hour.
Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
Or when I can't keep my eyes open anymore because I got myself in a good sleep schedule somehow.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket.
And now he has almost all the land in there.
And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
Another Somnium? Okay, I'll probably stop at when we get to the next Somnium then.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Oda and the Kumakuras and how they're related.
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district? The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Goodbye, Mama. We're dried bonito. Let's see how Hitomi's mom is doing. I mean, Hitomi's mom? Iris's mom, who is Hitomi. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I had agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us.
Iris was my everything.
Oh wait, I'm sad for Hitomi.
We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. And it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be.
Damn, this is actually really sad.
When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why? Oda, Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Damn, this VA is making me emotional.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Oh?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
Acquaintance or,
I visit them a few times a year. By coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
well, that was sad. Matsushita Diner. The place was silent. It was so quiet, I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth.
This is your fault.
Ma'am, I know you're a grieving mother, but do not try it. Your son tasered my ass. This is not my fault, in any sense of the word.
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
He tasered me, ma'am. Tasered me. What was I supposed to do?
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
Okay, Hal.
Did you not hear me?
Don't try it. I will fight you.
I said leave!
These hands are ready to eat for everybody, including old bitches. Don't try it.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
This is when people want to be mad, and for what? For what? Like, I ain't do nothing. It's not my fault your son tasered me. Police headquarters, Monday, 5:47 p.m. 4:57, my bad. I'm tired. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss. Oh?
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89. Unknown.
Nico squares up with anything that moves, including grieving mothers, since 2019. Listen. Don't come at me disrespectful, and I won't do disrespectful shit towards you. You come at me nice, I come back at you nice.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan. As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible. Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's talk to him.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, boss never showed up. Is the same thing about to happen? Pewter, don't do this shit to me. Oh wait, I just remembered what's about to happen. He's about to speak again. Oh yes, number 89's voice.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Number 89.
Oh, that voice.
Your real name.
I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
God, his voice, bro. Oh my god.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
And why did she come?
To meet me.
Oh?
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me. A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Oh, so they was fucking.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Mm-hmm.
Burkina Faso.
What?
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Who killed Shoko Nadami?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty.
Man.
We haven't agreed on a deal.
Oh god, but his voice.
You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
Man, just explain.
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
It really is.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Disgusting. Period.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
This voice, oh my
That was
God.
a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral, one by one. He became an assassin.
So like Batman.
A lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy.
That's Renju, isn't it?
Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died.
Or maybe not, actually.
Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
Rohan was ugly, bro.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey. Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach.
Ouch.
Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last.
This is where he met Hitomi, right?
But at that moment, in his darkening vision,
yep,
he saw a woman approach him.
She wearing the same outfit.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Okay.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
Oh my god.
Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
Yep.
And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason.
We know damn well why.
And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again.
Why did you stop? Was that the whole story? What's the connection between that and Shoko? You mentioned a detective. Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures.
Man, you have life in prison. It's not gonna be easy.
Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
Oh.
For what?
What do you think?
We sinking.
The sink.
Please let me save beforehand. Please? Oh no, we're just going straight into it. Okay. We're not doing the sync today.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Whoop indeed, whoop indeed.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Iba, please.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over.
What?
Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Mental lock number 1. Mental lock number 2. Mental lock number 3. Mental lock number 4.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Sinking in the curtain. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Number 89 is covered in the green membrane. I can't get close. What day are we on? I think it's the 4th day. Was I right? Yes, I was. Okay. But, I'm gonna save that for next time, because I'm tired and I got work tomorrow morning. So, I'm not gonna put any music on because I'm lazy. So, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all had a good day, and I hope you all have a good night, and I hope you all have a good tomorrow. And, I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.